Hello.
Woo!
Yay. All right,
Yay!
Gibbs. Oh, I gotta do one more thing. Let's do a soft record. There we go. Just so, do you mind if we put this on the YouTube so we can relive this moment for indefinitely?
Go for it.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and just jump into this. Hello, everybody. If you're here, you probably aren't, but because I just announced this, so yeah, we are here to be burning up some NPCs and a character for Gibbs. Gibbs, you are playing
Woo!
the Burning Wheel. Oh my
I know,
goodness.
excited.
Oh, I'm so proud. Burning Wheel is like the Burning Wheel is a very strange monster. It is basically advanced mouse guard, um, and we have a fantastic Sunday group game where we basically are running a tavern in this fantasy world. The trick with that is that, unfortunately, they're kind of in a bad spot. They have a beautiful hotel in a
Hmm.
it's an okay town. It's a little empty right now, and they are quickly running out of money. And that is
E.
really where the campaign's first episode ended, was where the gang made a horrific resources check, and it failed. So only one of them has a resource point.
Ooh.
Yeah, like, can you imagine rolling one dice and being like, I hope I get at least one success? Oh my goodness. Well,
Uh,
so that's sort of the situation you're going into. Now that's the situation. That's nothing. That's where the strings are. But what are they attached to? They're attached to a world in which humans are sort of united, and the other races are kind of separated. They're kind of in fragments. The humans live in this Swedish Confederacy, because I love history, that is basically run in 8 cantons. And cantons I kind of like to think is it's like countries.
mhm.
Um, and then they have like I think a few territories on the edge of it that generally they're not really a part. They don't really have the same rights and the same benefits that the main cantons get. They're really just territories. They're just everybody in here. You know that we beat you into submission and that you kind of have to do what we say. Let's just accept that. And they're all run by a group of delegates that are that basically assign reeves and sheriffs to run everything, essentially. So that's the human side. There's also, we know that there is a circle of magi, of magic.
Hey,
Thank you! Oh my
8
goodness. Oh,
months.
what a delight. Holy crap. Gibbs, how dare you? I just realized I don't have a bow!
You don't. Oh my
I don't have
goodness,
a
no
bow.
bow.
Let's
Actually,
here's your penguin. We never named your
the penguin
penguin.
bat. We
What do we
haven't. We
call
did
her?
not.
What do we call him? Or her?
Let's call her Gwen.
Gwen.
Because that's
Ah, it's
Gwen.
beautiful. Gwen. There we go. Is it? Eh.
Also, you can't see it. I have on a ramen noodle hoodie.
That I'm very proud of you. Is it the big cup or big noodle?
No, it's just like the package.
Yeah.
It's the package.
Oh my
Just on a hoodie.
gosh. I wish I should have we should have done a Zoom call maybe so everybody could
Uh,
see it, but this is the setup I started with, and if I mess with things now, hopefully nah, I think we're good.
Yeah, we're
So
good.
really here's what you're working with right now. Um that's the human side of things. We know there are elves, we know there are dwarves, we know there are rodin, who are the rat folk, and somewhere far away we know there are orcs, and we also know there are trolls. So here's the thing. Abby Gator is playing Marm, the Troll Mother, who is kind of the bouncer of the tavern. And she has a little 12-year-old son it was my dream come true to pretend to be Abby Gator's son. Indigo is playing a Rodin bartender who owns half of the fantastic hotel with no name.
I thought it was tavern.
The tavern with no name. Oh my gosh. I love hotel.
Hotel.
And Vincent is playing a dwarf chef who has very high standards. And Ayami is playing a wonderful elf who...
Isn't it the not Wonder, Wildlander elf?
Yes.
Because I was looking at the elves, and I didn't want to, because I wanted to do something different, because I always play a human. So I wanted to play an elf, but I didn't want to do the same as Yami, so I was like, okay, Wildlanders are out.
True.
And I was looking, I was like, I don't know the difference. I don't know what a Citadel elf and I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, let me actually see. Yeah, there are 3 settings. Ethark.
Ethark.
Yeah,
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Ethark are basically royalty. You live in Rivendell, basically.
Ooh.
Yeah. The Citadel is sort of like you are... How to describe? You are basically a warrior elf. Like you are the super stealthy or super badass elves that show up at Helm's Deep, and you're ready to wreck something. Basically, you're the protector life path if you take that route, or you can go wild or elf, because honestly, the only elves that kind of survived the humans' rampage once they acquired magic and also industry, the thing that happened was the ones who would not surrender are the Etharks and the Citadel people. They either fell into grief and became elfwood trees, or they were killed. The wildland elves pretty much are the biggest demographic that survived, I believe. But you can play any of those 3 life paths, and it just means you lived long enough to get through the war, and now you're just sort of dealing with the fallout, honestly. So if you wanted to play an elf, that would be sort of where you start and how things go. That and Ayami doesn't have many elf associates, so I don't know. It might be interesting to sort of figure out.
I want to challenge myself, so I'm going to try and do Ethark. Is that how it's pronounced?
Yes, that is. I think it's Ethark. So here's what you'll do. You go ahead and click Add. And look, you learn Elven script, you learn etiquette, and sing. And you also get 5 general points. So you see that there are skill points, trait points, and the general points. Your skill points are used to buy skills that you learn on your life path. Right now, we know that you're born. Good job, you did it.
Ooh,
yeah,
I was born.
Now, the traits are the same way. You can buy life path traits with the trait points that you earn. General points, however, allow you to buy whatever skill that you want in the entire book. And that is how Ayami's character was able to get waitressing to level 5, I think. It was absurdly high. So that's what you can kind of like... That's how you're going to be reading this. Like, right now you're 25 years old, you have 10 resource points, and here's what you can do. You can continue down the Ethark life path, or you can lead to the Wilderlands or Citadel. So now we have to decide, where did your elf go next? Did you remain within the holy, divine city that you were born in, or did you go to the Citadel to become a warrior? Or did you stay and, like, do elvish things? Or did you actually go to the wilderness for a while? Also, hi, Paladin Hulk. It's good to see you. Yeah.
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 Went to the Citadel to learn how to be a warrior.
A warrior. That's amazing. All right, so we'll go ahead
Fight.
and let's see, Citadel. So you're adding life path to Citadel. Now, as you can see, you have a lot of different options. Here's the thing: Elven magic is connected to their songs. Elven magic is sort of like expressed through a song that they sing. So what you can do is you could choose any of these. What do you think you fit next in your life? What job did you start doing after you were bored?
Song singer.
Song singer? That's beautiful. Okay, so we'll go ahead and choose song singer. It's another 25 years, so now you're 50. And
I'm 50.
You already get a few magical songs. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you what those songs do later. But right now, all you need to know is that some songs work like skills. You have to buy them with your skill points. So now that you're a song singer, what do you do next? Do you what are the other skills that you want to go to? You could also go to Protector.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna go to Protector next?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll add Protector. And what is the skill that you want? Or the life path? You have Spear Bearer, you have Soother. So did you maybe go into Protector after learning all your songs and realizing I could use my song magic to sort of help others and heal the protectors who keep us safe? Or were you maybe a herald in some fashion? Is that sort of where you want to take your character? You want to sort of like express the elvish songs that is connected to this culture?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think herald or soother is probably best for that. Which do you think you really took aim for?
Which one's Soother again?
Soother is, let me actually check. Lyric of Healing, Song of Soothing, a Doom of Strength. What the fuck does that do? Holy shit.
I was actually reading the... Okay, so I actually have the PDF pulled up.
Yeah.
And I was going through the songs, and I was like, this sound... There's one that's called Purple Song, and you literally makes wine. It makes wine.
That's so good. You just sing to the wine?
No, you sing in a cup and it makes wine.
Are my best friends.
It makes elven wine.
Are my best friends. Oh my god, I love it. Also, sorry, my alerts unfortunately were underneath the stream thing, but now it is. I didn't see what Abigator did, but it's gone now. I'm sorry, Abigator. That's amazing.
Doom of Strength.
Yeah. Okay. Doom of Strength. Do you want me to read that?
Yeah, because me reading it would probably not be good.
In the
dyslexia.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I joke about it all the time.
Okay. Doom of Strength. In the throes of battle, every soul is needed to assure victory over the enemy. The soother will sing the Doom of Strength to revitalize the wounded and send them back into the fray. If successful, the song reduces the target's wounded dice by a margin of success. Oh my goodness, that is good. That's really good. That's absurd. Okay, so you're totally going for soother, right?
Yes, I'm going for soother.
Okay, now there's something I didn't tell you. There is something called Dark Elves.
Yeah. I went briefly on that.
So Dark Elves are spiteful elves. They turn their grief into spite. I imagine this is available to you if you want. Basically, any elf life path can lead into the paths of spite. But once you go on that path, you cannot go back. So here's the thing. Ayami only took 2 life paths when she started this. Oh no! I'm playing a game that I'm not playing. Hold on, everybody. Oopsie. Oops-a-doodle. Let me fix that. God, I hope some people from Vermintide 2 showed up and were like, "What? This isn't my fun stuff." Let's see. Okay, so let me add a descriptive title. Burning NPCs.
Burning NPCs.
Yeah, and Burning Wheel. That's what it is when you create characters. It's you burn them. Oh my God, Abigator, thank you. You're so good. Oh my goodness, Paladin Hulk, you're so good. You're amazing.
Everyone's amazing.
Yeah, we're burning them alive.
Burn them alive.
Burning NPCs with a friendo.
A friendo.
A friendo. Burning Wheel hype. Okay. Update. There. And now we should be good. Okay, so. I mean, I hope that updated. Let me try again. But yeah, there are certain songs in the Path of Spite that it's pretty brutal, I will admit. But it is actually quite powerful, and it's also a very dramatic way to take your character. It's really up to you if you want to take that leap. Because I don't know how many life paths I'm going to give you. You could take 4 or 5. What do you think you would like to round out your character?
Not a dark elf.
You want dark elf?
No, I said no dark elf.
Okay, no dark elf. Okay, you are pure and
innocent.
Innocent. The world is a precious place. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, here's what we're going to do. Instead of all of that, oh gosh, I still need to do the Dungeons and Dragons. There we go. That's much better. Update. Okay. So, we're going to be doing that. So I think I'm okay giving you maybe 1 or 2 life paths, because now we sort of know what your character was doing during the war. You were born, and then you became a song singer, and you sort of went into this path of... I think you were sort of like sheltered from the war for a long time until you sort of realized, oh, I should... You kind of like... It's kind of like growing up in World War II, and then you go to college to become a nurse, and then you realize, I should really go and help the troops. And then you go there, and it's awful.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a protector now.
Mm-hmm.
You could go back to Citadel, which I don't know if you would, or you could keep going down the oh my God, you could take Sword Singer.
I know, I saw that. I was
okay, listen up. Sword Singer is the most powerful elvish life path.
I'm gonna do Sword Singer.
Okay. I'm not joking. Sword Singer is the most powerful life path in the book, probably. I'm not fucking joking. So now you go and you become a nurse during the war, but it makes you realize you have to do more than just heal. You have to bring the fight to the front line. And you begin to, I guess... I mean, you get tired of watching elves being brought back from a battle, and you realize, I could really make a difference on the front line. And that is when you pick up your sword, and you begin the most hellish, screaming song you can in battle. That's basically Sword Singer. So listen up. Do you want to keep going down the Protector setting? Because right now you just got Lieutenant. Lieutenant is a new thing that is open to you. Or you could go back to Ethark, and we could see what happens after you go back from the war to your home.
Yeah, let's go to Ethark.
Okay, so From there, you could be an attendant, a student, or a princess.
I want to be a princess.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's it.
My character's just like all over the place.
I love this so much. Okay, everybody look at all of this. This is the story. What is your character's name?
Her name is Seraphine.
Seraphine! Oh! Now, is that with a PH or an F?
PH. It is Serphine.
Oh my god, here is your tragic story. You were born into a noble family of elves, and when you came of age, you went down to the citadel below to become a song singer. From there, you became a soother after hearing of the hardships of the elven war against the humans, but upon spending several years soothing the battle-hardened warriors who came back injured and maimed by the humans' war machine and magic, you became a fabled sword singer. And from there, you did vast amounts of slaughter, or however you think you did it. You were a big deal. You changed the tide of several battles, I imagine. And then you returned to the Ethark because the war was lost. And you realized that a lot of the noble heads of the houses were gone now. They either succumbed to grief while you were at war and became elvenwood trees, which means they cannot... It's basically almost like your soul returns to the earth, essentially. And your body is left a husk. They just root themselves to the ground, and they slowly become a tree over several years. So you became a princess of this floundering society that is... The population is drastically low. People are grief-stricken. They're dwindling by the day. But you stand fast despite this and try to lead your people forward. So, that is where your character is currently.
And my character is 263.
263. Abby's character is like 56 or something like that. I forget. Let me check.
Yami's is like 60 or so.
60.
Or
Kisa, how old are you? Character burner. She's 65. Oh my god, she's got nothing on you right now. This is great. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do next. We're going to distribute your stats and attributes. If you want, you can click the distribute button, and it immediately sort of like tosses all of the points into like a random good character sheet. Basically, if you have high will, you're more headstrong. You're able to sort of enforce your opinion and your viewpoint, and you're also more resistant to others trying to one-up you in a debate. If you get your perception really high, you can notice shit. It is very good for skills. Your power, obviously, it's how strong you are. Your fort is used mainly for when you suffer wounds, but it's also used, for resisting poison and whatnot. Now, agility is more like for bowmanship, because it's sort of like your hand-eye coordination, and speed is the swiftness of your actions. So really, you can push these as far as you want. I think power is the only one that is kind of like but you can put your will to 9 if you want, honestly, because apparently that's something you can do for elves. Elves are ridiculously powerful when it comes to stats. Let me actually see what the max is. And you're also going to be getting a lot of traits from elves that I'll be adding. Unfortunately, you'll have to transfer a lot of this information over to your Roll20 sheet after you finish, just so that you have everything you need. Which I'll take care of the traits that are sort of available to you, and that you get as default, just so you don't have to busy yourself with oh, you have the PDF though, right?
Yeah, I have a PDF.
How did you find that?
I typed in Google. I just typed in burning wheel PDF.
Oh my god, you. Okay, so we need to do health. So do you want to mess with your stats and attributes right now, or your stats?
I mean, I really was just gonna change my will to 8 and change the power to 4.
All right, that sounds good. All right, so here's what I want you to do. Click on. Oh, I actually don't think you can. It's not letting me do it for some reason.
I changed my power, but it won't let me change my will.
I think that's the max then. I think you can only have a max.
I don't know. What was the forte again?
Fort is your constitution, basically.
Then I'll just add 5 to fort and change my power to 4.
Okay. I think you still have one more point.
No, fort, it's will is 7, perception 7, power 4, fort 5, agility 4, speed 5.
Click plus on your fort really quick. Does it go up?
Nope, it just stays at 5.
That is so weird. Mine is different for some reason. Anyways, go to health on the right there and click modify. You have to answer some of these questions. They are quite potent.
Okay.
Does the character live in squalor or filth? Is the character frail or sickly? Was the character severely wounded in the past? Has the character been tortured and enslaved? Is the character athletic and active? And does the character live in a really clean and happy place like the hills and the sound of music?
Alright.
If any of those are true, you just need to check the box, and then it'll add it all up for you at the end.
I assume she was wounded in the war, but not severely wounded.
Then I would leave that unchecked, probably.
Yeah. She's been tortured and enslaved.
No, it's up to you.
I know, I'm thinking.
I mean, Abby,
yes.
we don't really know what the state of the elven homelands is. We don't know if they're the sound of music or not.
True.
Gibbs, we have established that humans and rat folk live in the Julie Andrews Sound of Music, always. That's the only, for certain know-how about the setting that we have.
The rat folk.
Because the rat folk, the Rodan were created by the humans.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love Reese's. Oh my god.
I have a giant box of chocolate from Valentine's Day that I'm still eating.
Oh my god!
Because there's so much.
That's so good. I need a man that can get me that kind of chocolate.
My man did get me that chocolate, and he got me a giant teddy bear.
What do I have to do?
It's so good.
What do I have to do, Gibbs? What do I have to do?
I don't know, because I'm still trying to figure out what I did. Actually, I do know.
Wow!
I'm a nerd.
Wow! I just get these things. I don't know why. Oh my god! I'm sorry.
I didn't mean like that. I'm sorry.
No, I love it. I think it's adorable.
I'm confused because I'm sitting here I'm to me I'm just this anxiety of a person, and he's just no, you're geeky and adorable, and I like it. I'm oh.
Alrighty. Alright. Did you want to do your steel next?
Oh, I'm still working on the health because I'm trying to figure out.
Ah, yes, that's right. Okay.
I don't know the state. Like, I want to say that because she is a princess, that she, even though she fought in the war, she would like have her area clean and tidy.
I can accept that.
Okay. And I'm contemplating if she was severely wounded in the war or not.
You could buy a trait to sort of reflect that if you want. But we can get to that. If you say she was severely wounded, tell me how and why you want it to be a part of her character.
I'm gonna say she did get severely wounded in the very last battle. She was fighting, and someone came up behind her and struck her in the side, and she, with the last of her energy, like, went around and got that guy, but still got severely wounded from that puncture, that stab.
Because I think what you had to do was flee the battle after that. It's sort of like that moment in Lord of the Rings where like he's like, I forget the elf's name, but he gets struck in that same place, like his back, and he just like goes into this like haze where he's looking around and everybody is getting slaughtered. I think at that point you did get that guy. Excuse me. And then you just had to flee into the wilderness, and because you were on the run for several days, because the humans advanced after that, that battle, I think, you just had to keep moving. You couldn't take the time to rest with your wound, and it just got worse and worse until you were finally out of reach. By the way, the forest where the elves live, and where a lot of magic stuff lives, is the Soundless Forest.
The Soundless Forest?
Fullwith?
Fullwith.
I don't know. I might try a woad, because a woad is like it could be let's just have it be a cabbage forest.
A cabbage forest.
I don't know. I don't know.
Cabbage Patch Kid.
Yay! Elves are Cabbage Patch Kids. Oh my god. Anyways, so that's where we are. What about your steel? That's going to be even better. It asks these questions. Has your character been severely wounded?
Yes.
Has your character ever murdered or killed with their own hand more than once?
Not with her hand. I guess she uses her sword.
I think it's meant in that fashion.
Oh, then yes.
Oh, it's 3:33 p.m. on the third month of the third day. Make a wish.
It's 2:33 for me.
No! I guess this means you get more time to get your wish ready.
Yeah.
Has the character been tortured, enslaved, or beaten terribly over time?
No.
Okay. Has the character led a sheltered life, free of violence and pain?
No.
Okay. Has the character been raised in a competitive but non-violent culture?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Has the character ever given birth to a child?
No.
All right. And then once you check the ones that are relevant to you, you're done with your steel.
Okay.
Abigail, no hesitation, went like, I have a baby. It's my baby.
I have a baby.
Mama. And then I got to do a 12-year-old voice. It's great. Yep. Mom remains the one with the highest steel, because mothers have the highest steel in Burn Wheel.
Mamas are great.
Aren't they, though?
My mom just helped me fill out an application for a new job.
Oh, lovely. I hope it all goes
Yeah,
well.
12-hour. I hope so too. I'm so excited. The only thing I'm not excited about is it's 12-hour shifts.
Oh, that's awful.
But you know what? It's better than the job I have now. So, all right.
All right, so
Grief next.
grief. All right. Does your character's history include tragedy?
G. Wonder.
Has the
Yes.
character lived among non-elves?
I assume so. Like she's lived with Elven and non-Elven.
So this is a time when we need to figure out, like, what non-elves would you actually live with for an extended period of time? It's either the dwarves, it could be Rodin, but I don't know.
I'm gonna
Or
say dwarves.
dwarves. Okay, so here's what I think this ties into. When you became a princess, you had to spend a lot of time negotiating with dwarves to sort of cut your people a deal to keep them alive, basically, with various resources that they need. So I think that's how your whole thing got tied into it. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, check both of those. Unless you want to contest the first one.
Nah. She dealt with tragedy.
And then
She fought in the war.
yeah, dude, it's I can't wait for you to deliver some like
Some stories.
yeah, because Kisa really doesn't know the elf history, and she's really naive about it. She gets really pissed off about it. Certainly, like she almost in the first episode we almost had a fight in the bar because she really hated these humans that were going to raid the Soundless Forest. They were going to cut down the Elvenwood trees. And sort of yeah, because guess what? The staves and the staffs and wands that humans have, the only reason they work is because they're made out of Elvenwood.
So I'm guessing my character knows that and does not appreciate that.
Absolutely not. That's legitimately one of the huge things is that the only reason humans are able to use magic so well is because they use Elvenwood. And your physical tolerances. So basically that is when you die. If you ever get a mortal wound, which is a 10, you die. Unless you have a persona point to spend. To say, no, I have the will to live. And if you don't, you die. It's pretty messed up. The other ones have horrible things that happen when you get hurt with those. But luckily, yours are really good. They're almost as good as... no, they're not as good as Troll Mama. What does Troll Mama have? Troll Mama, let's see. Marm. Combat tolerances, Jesus Christ. She's B13 as a mortal wound. So I have to get like 13 successes in order to do anything to her. Jesus. Cool. Okay, so here's the thing. The skills that you have to take are already open for you. You have Elven Script, Lyric of Healing, Sing, Song of Lordship, and Sword. Those are the ones that are currently open, and you can increase those with your skill points, but what you can also do is open all the other skills that you have right there. Now, armor training and shield training cost 2 to open. So really, this is all you got. You can open those however you like.
So
that was a good impression of you. Well, thanks.
so difficult.
Isn't it, though? You have a lot of
I
skill
do.
points, though, to be honest.
I have... Let's see, skill points. Where are my skill points? 29? 22? Skill points?
22, because you've already got those other ones spent automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, I'm definitely gonna get Doom of Strength. I'm gonna do...
Let's see.
So do I just...
Reading these. Pardon?
Do I just put, like, one skill point for that?
Yeah. You just click plus, and it automatically opens it and gives you a certain amount.
3.
Oh, no, it's
Alright.
good. Let's see. Song of the Sword.
Oh, where is Song of the Sword?
It's a little further down.
Yep.
It infuses the blade with a dreadful and vengeful power. You can get +1 weapon speed. Open-ended is sort of like if you roll any 6s, you can explode those, and you just do it.
And
Sword of Might.
there's one that I saw that I really want. Oh, it was already there. I didn't do Lyric of Healing, but I already have it. Never mind.
Ooh. Song of Songs.
Oh, Song of Songs.
This beautiful harmony can be sung in accompaniment to any other spell song. It can be used as a helping dice if it is related to a skill song.
Which one's? Let me take a look.
Song of Song.
I thought that was going to be a different song.
Is that Noodle?
It is Noodle, yes.
Hi, Noodle!
Gibbs says hi.
Hi, kids.
Alright, that's wonderful, I love this.
Song of Songs.
I sing the Song of Songs! For you! Ah! I know a song just for this!
I'm making a Song of Soothing.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, Abigator, have not gotten to that episode. Gosh darn, I just got to the staircase. We're not going to talk about it.
Okay, I have 16 left.
16 left. And then after you open all the skills that you want, you can increase them however you want. Now, here's the thing. You have 9 general skill points. So if you want to get any of the skills in the big list of skills, you can. It's all available.
Okay, I have 16. Yeah, 16.
Yeah, your life path skill points have to be spent on the ones below. But your general skill...
So technically, I have 16 plus that 9, so I technically have 25 skill points left.
Yeah, you can still use the general skill points to increase all of your other skills, but this is how it is. This is how it is currently. You have a lot of options. Your character has so many options.
So could I use the general points to just like keep adding on? Like if I don't have brawling left and I run out of points, I can use a general point to get brawling.
Yeah, you could if you needed to. But honestly, if you want to,
I can technically get all of them.
You can certainly, by all means.
What's Voice of Ages?
Voice of Ages. I feel like that's the history skill, but let me double check. For elves. Elves have a different skill for history than history. So the Voice of Ages. Announcing his age and wisdom, the elven lord lends weight and authority to his opinion, such that none can deny him.
I'm getting that.
This effect lasts through one duel of wits. So basically, if you ever get into a duel of wits with someone, which is a debate or argument, you can fuck them up.
I'm gonna get that. I'm also gonna get Song of Songs just to have that helping dice.
Nicely. You add a nice harmony.
Laminate of stars.
Oh, Vincent! Hi! Hello, friend. Oh, you're my friend!
My friend.
So good to see you.
Blaze.
This is great.
Oh my gosh, I wish I could have gotten the Song of Rage.
The Song of Rage? Oh my god, let me
summon you can summon the fourth of all of his grief and hone it into a fine rage.
Whoa!
Sings his wrathful sorrow, and coming vengeance grief dice are added to the weapon skills.
Holy shit.
That's amazing.
That is messed up, yo.
Alright, is it?
Lyric Litany of Responsibilities.
I saw that. I was like,
oh no.
And
this song never ends.
Where is it? Where's that one? Song that never ends? That one?
Litany of Responsibilities. Oh, by the way, if you sing a song in front of other people who are not elves, they have to make a steel test, or else they are bewildered and amazed at the beauty of your voice and person. It's pretty great.
Silent Fury. Let's see.
Oh, you can actually use your general skill points to open up skill songs, actually. I think so. I think you can.
I'm just trying to find what this Laminate of Stars is.
What is it?
Laminate of Stars. I'm probably saying that first word wrong.
Lament of Stars,
Lament.
I think.
Lament of Stars.
Yeah, I found it. It is the first lament heard by the elves, or learned. As they left their ancestral home, the bards composed this song to ease the heart pain and homesickness. This lament obeys all standard rules for laments. So basically, it's a method that elves have to deal with their grief. Laments are special. Their only purpose is to basically, like, give you, like, a reason to not succumb to grief, basically. So they're used to resist the power of grief. So I have to... Let me see. Because your grief can get out of control really fast if
Mine's
stuff
at
starts to happen.
10. Is that high? I'm assuming that's, like, really high.
Wait, what?
My grief's at 10. 9. My grief's at 9.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's really bad. If you get 10 grief, you will become Elvenwood.
Well, I was at 10. Now I'm at 9.
Oh my god!
Okay, I'm gonna add... Laminate of Stars. I'm trying to get that down a little bit. Oh, okay, it's at... Alright, so I did Laminate of Stars. I keep wanting to say Laminate. Laminate of Stars at...
Lament of Stars.
Lament at 3.
Sounds
to
good.
1. And that brought it down to 9.
Yeah, you can sing a lament to basically counteract grief whenever you need to make a grief test.
And then... I'm going to do shield training. And... armor training. Brawling.
I don't know, Vincent. Elvenwood tree would make a great fixture outside.
That would be good for business.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Okay, I literally have everything, and I still have 2 skill points, and my 9 general points left.
All right.
So let's see. I'm gonna raise the Lament of Stars.
Yeah, because guess what? Whenever you
5.
try to counteract grief, the ones that matter are going to be obstacle 9 and 10.
Alright.
Do you want to hear what obstacle 10 for grief entails?
Me turning into a tree?
No. This is just in general.
Oh, what is it?
Okay, if obstacle 10, to watch the light of the world be doused and to witness the cold tide of darkness to come rushing forth, to give up hope.
God. Oh my god.
It's bad.
Okay.
But thankfully, grief is obstacle 9 is hard to level up. So yeah. Oh,
Okay,
actually,
so
you could turn it into grief. Oh wait, I don't know. Hold on. What's that?
I'm also gonna. Okay, so the Lament of Stars I raised to 5,
Okay.
and then I'm also gonna raise my. Let me try this. I'm trying things. Is there a way I can lower the grief?
You can. You can turn it into gray grief. If you click the B in front of the 3. And the way that does it is you sacrifice 5 of your points in that attribute to turn the shade into gray. There are 3 shades in total: black, gray, and white. And basically, that means, so you know how 4, 5s, and 6s are successes?
Mm-hmm.
That's black shade. If you get gray shade, 3s, 4s, and 5s are successes. And then white shade is one more than that. So yeah, it's pretty beefy. However, if it is grief 3, that means it's going to be easier to increase your grief. But gray grief is pretty impressive, yo.
Okay, I have gray grief now.
All right.
And I still have 9 points.
And you could use those for general skills. There's a whole list at the bottom that you can get wises if you want. You could start collecting wises about whatever you want, really. You can make custom wises. You could look through the funny skills that are available, like embroidery.
Embroidery?
What's another fun one? Falconry. Ethark wise. Everybody is innocent wise.
They have the Ballad of Rage wise. Or no, that's a trait.
Mystery meat wise.
Where do you see the list of wises?
They're mixed in with the skills.
Oh.
But you can make a custom wise to the right if you want. Suicidal bravery wise. Wait, what was your wise?
Beer wise.
Beer wise? Are you that kind of elf?
No, I'm not that kind of elf. Bribe wise.
Bribe.
Cave-in wise.
Cave-in wise.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Spiel. There's a spiel wise. I love Burning Wheel. Oh my god.
Yeah. Daily bread wise.
That's pretty interesting. Marm wants the mystery meat? Stop it. Vincent, don't make that. Don't cook that shit.
There's an elf wise. There's elven art, elven artifact, elven blade, elven citadel.
Holy shit, you should those are all good. Dude, okay, Gibbs.
Yes.
Whenever you roll something in Burning Wheel, you can you can fork. And what that means is you can help yourself. So let's say you wanted to roll something and you had skills that are related to that roll. Then that means you can take that field of related knowledge, fork, in short, and you can say, because I have all these things that are related to this test, I will add 1 to each of these. So wises are very good to collect these dice. So if you want to spend all of your general skill points getting wises, you can really get a lot of dice out of that. But that's up to you how you want to spend these. It's forking amazing. I know, right?
I'm gonna get the Elven Citadel Wise.
Okay.
And go back to looking. And Elven Blade. I will get Elven Blade Wise. Where is it? Boop. Add. And then I'm just gonna add some general. Okay, let me look at one more wise.
Okay.
Doo-doo-doo. These just general skills confuse me. Oh, demonology is a skill.
Yep. You could learn all about them demons.
I read it as dermatology.
Wow! Yes, my name is Dr. Langley. I'm a PhD in dermatology. Oh my god. I love it.
Dermatology. I should do drama-wise. Be dramatic. Have a dramatic flair.
You don't take that sort of shit. You're like, I see what's happening here. That won't fly.
Family secret-wise.
Does your family have secrets?
I don't know. Tyrants too hot. I'm just like now going through just looking.
Abby, why would drama-wise ever be useful in our campaign? What are you talking about? It's perfectly normal.
I'm perfectly normal. Infection-wise. That could be useful.
Yeah, it could work with your soothsayer life path as well.
Insect husbandry.
Wow. I
Okay,
was not aware that was there. I thought animal husbandry was just a thing.
Okay, I'm gonna do the infection wise.
Awesome.
Okay, and then and now I have 6. I'm just gonna do skills. I'm the animal husbandry.
That's pretty. I love your skill set. I just love it. Vincent, I would say it's smooth. Marm's skin is bumpy, I think.
Or a reading.
It would be nice to read.
That would.
Now, the way they describe it is your character can know how to read, but to sort of read in a comprehensive manner would require, like, the skill.
Or a reading. I'm gonna add that.
Troll husbandry-wise, Vincent, really? You're bringing that into this? We don't know who the father is. We don't know. Abby won't even tell me.
Does Abby know? Or is she just guessing?
She made the greater than underline less than underline face. So I don't know if we're going to get anywhere with that line of questioning.
The Heir of Gates.
Heir of Gates.
I like that. Heir of Gates, it's you can stand in front of any gate or door and sing. It's a sing spell or song spell, and you can say what's beyond this or what's past this point.
Wow.
And yeah,
That's amazing.
I'm gonna get Heir of Gates.
That's pretty wonderful. Well done.
I did do a little research before I just jumped in.
I'm proud. This is awesome.
There was one more that I really liked that I saw, and I don't remember. Bureaucracy.
Yep, bureaucracy is a trait, a skill.
Dance.
Dance, dance.
Dance Evolution.
Yeah.
You know, where was it? The Hymn of Victory.
Wonderful.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna get Intimidation. I'm gonna get Intimidation. And how many do I have left for that? Two. Did I just see drum major? No, drum maker. I was so confused. I was like, why is there a drum major? I don't think there's any marching bands in this campaign.
Interesting. Yeah, no, there's
There's a marching band?
yeah, there's the instrument skill. There's also the drum. There's a skill called like drum. I forget the name of the specific skill, but it's basically like you drum out a beat that conveys to the army to do something.
Great wolf husbandry.
There are great wolves in this setting.
I know. I was gonna actually, like, one of my thoughts was, "Ooh, I can do I can be a great wolf," but then I was like, "No, I want to be an elf."
Interesting. There are great wolf life paths available, so.
Oh, I'm gonna get Home Song, which is amazing.
Oh my goodness! Yay! Bye, Vincent. Have fun.
Bye, Vincent. It keeps the home safe.
That's great.
Safe, and the master of the house knows all who enters or is trying to enter. But it can only be sung over a hearth.
That's interesting. I like the idea of that.
Oh, you're probably thinking of the history thing, Ballad of History.
Ah, yes, that's right.
And I'm going to get Ballad of History for my last point. Oh, wait, no, I'm out. Never mind. I lied.
All right.
Okay.
And then with traits, you just have to add the Fey trait because it's required.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have one more point, I believe, yes?
Yes.
You could get Amon, which is a very special lineage of elves. It's totally up to you if you want to take that. You're treated with like respect and awe, even from like elves from the wild and stuff. Or you could use that one trait point to sort of buy something from the trait list. Do you mind if I run to the bathroom as you do this?
Nope, go ahead.
Alrighty, I'll be right back, guys.
Welcome back. I just did Amon.
Amon? Okay.
Amon.
And from there, we go to your resource points. You have 140. Listen, you can buy a lot of stuff. You can use that to buy gear. You can use it to buy relationships or things that you could like think of a character you want to be related to your character, whether it's a friend or a family member or someone important in a different life path or something like that. You could buy an affiliation, which is like you belong to like a powerful faction of some sort. And you can also buy yourself a reputation, and you can sort of name it. Property is also something you can buy. I think you might have to spend a little bit on property, just because it would be good to have a place to stay when you're in your elven land. I think you would have to do that.
Yeah.
So go ahead and figure out where you're going to spend. I would start with property and relation. Well, I would start with gear and property first, because those are the most important ones.
I'm gonna buy elven armor.
Okay. Do you have armor training? Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm gonna get light. And then an Arvern and elven bow.
Nicely. Do you have
then...
bow?
Oh no, I don't think I have bow.
Ooh, are you sure you want that?
Hang on, no, I'll get a. I know I have brawling. I have shield training. I have forging. That's not it. I have Song of Swords.
Yeah, yo.
So I guess I can get a sword. I don't know if there is a sword.
There is.
An elven sword?
Just a regular sword.
Oh,
Let me actually... Yeah, so there will be...
Elven ship.
Elven. You have a ship that you... So you could get a run-of-the-mill arm, which is that. Elven rope... Yeah, you would just get a run-of-the-mill arm, and we would just say it's a sword.
Oh, elven arms. Would that be a sword?
Oh, elven arms. Yeah! Yeah, because elves have specific cool weapons. So let me actually look that up really quick while you continue to look.
And then... Mirror wine. Oh, I can get a horse. An elven horse.
Oh. Oh, you get this for 5 resource points, by the way.
What is it?
Elven arms. You get a superior quality weapon. And because you have Sword Singer for one of your life paths, it can be 5 resource points. So, so make sure that you know that you have 10 more than the thing says you do. Oh, wait. That's a stupid rule. It says elven characters who have 4 or fewer life paths and whose last life path is Swordslinger or Spearbearer may take elven arms for 5 resource points. I don't agree with that because you should have the sword still. So yeah, go ahead and just spend 5 on the sword.
Just 5, so I have.
Yeah, what you can do is actually you could go to Elven Arms as a custom. Go to add custom gear and just put 5 instead of getting it from the thing. That way you'll have it.
Okay. Alright. And then trying to figure out what Starlight is.
Starlight? Let me actually tell you when I look it up. Starlight. A bottle of starlight to illuminate the darkest times with a silver halo. It is as bright as mage light. So it counts as sunlight for creatures who have, like, enemy of the sun traits and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's basically a bottle of sunlight.
I mean, the sun is a star, so...
Yeah. It's 50, though. That's expensive.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting it. It's a lot.
Get a ship instead?
Get an elven ship.
Yeah.
Are we even near water?
I don't know. We never really said whether we were or not. We can. The sound...
The elven ship, and we're near water.
I would think maybe you're near, like, the Soundless Forest has a river that goes to the ocean, and maybe like... So maybe in this world, the western end of the continent has never been seen by human eyes. Only the elves, because they don't let anyone do that. So maybe elves are the only ones who really have a idea on sailing, except for like the southern reaches, southern and eastern reaches. Like nobody can go into the western waters for some reason. Like maybe that's a reason why.
But do I really want to spend 80 points?
I mean, you could live on the boat. It's just you can't really take your boat with you.
Yeah.
To the tavern, but you could say that you have the boat.
I got an elven boat, an elven ship. Leaves me with 25.
I'll consider the elven boat a part of your resources.
Okay.
Because you live on it. I think that's appropriate.
I'm gonna do affiliation. Because she's a princess, could she be affiliated with some of the other areas around her with that government, or no?
Yeah, what would you call the new government, basically? Like, how would she structure it? Like, what kind of elves are in charge now?
I wouldn't say the nobles, the ones who survived the war and have more experience in kind of protecting the elves.
So you have experience with the... Oh gosh. The army.
The army.
I guess. So yeah, you could say, oh, my, the elven army, I guess, but that's still, like, a bit, like, eh? So, how can we spice that up? What, your affiliation is with the army. Is it, what type? Is it, 1D, 2D? Like, when you look for them...
I'll do a 1D because there's so small percentage of elves left.
That's true. Okay, so just say the Elven Reserves, because that's really all that's left. The reserve army.
Alright. And... Alright, and... I'll do a reputation as I describe like what her reputation would be or is.
Yeah.
I don't want to say like stuck up, but like
bold.
Yeah.
So what kind of reputation is that? Do you like no matter where you go?
She acts like a princess, but not like an arrogant princess. She does everything she can to kind of help the elves feel more comfortable with, or help them deal with their grief.
Is she compassionate?
Yes, a compassionate princess who isn't arrogant. I'm trying to force the arrogant because most princesses, when you think I guess arrogance for some reason. I don't know why. That's the first thing that pops in my head.
So I think she's very compassionate to elves, but is she compassionate to every other creature?
Every other creature but humans.
Okay. So let's go ahead and like have it be compassionate. She has a compassionate reputation. That sounds good. All right. How many research points do you have left?
Hang on. Let me... have 8.
8. You could buy some relationships with that. Or you could spend it on the rest of the gear.
I'll do a relationship.
Alright. Who do you want? Who's gonna be a relationship to you?
It's gonna be family?
It can be. You get discounts if it's a family member, or if it's a forbidden relationship, or if it's romantic. Hateful is also very good for discounts. You have 8 resource points, because you could technically just get a lot of them, but spend it however you want. And also, you have to decide what sort of power they have, because you could get one relationship that is significant, which means you want this character to become a character in the campaign. Like, you want them to have reach and influence. You could have it be a hateful or rivaling relationship, so that would give you like 8 immediately, because a significant relationship is 10 points. And if you make it hateful, romantic, or an immediate family member, then that means it'll be 8 points and you're done.
I'm gonna do a hateful. I was gonna like add a family member, but then I was like, no, I want to do a hateful one.
Good.
Like a human that like she fought in battle, and the one that like instead of like the one that got her, instead of her killing him, he got away.
Holy
and she has that
shit!
Hateful like towards him. I need to name him now.
Okay, you need to give me a name, because that is really fucking good.
Think of a name.
Yeah.
Who's somebody that I hate? Orlando.
Orlando?
I don't hate the city. There's this guy that calls into work that calls because I work at a call center.
Yeah.
Calls all the time. He's made me cry one time.
Disgusting.
Like,
Disgusting.
His name's Orlando, and I hate him. That's not his real name. I already know because he's a foreigner.
Okay.
And he is
more like Borlando.
Borlando. And then put him as significant.
Yep.
Alright.
What else you got?
Well, that's pretty much all that I can do.
Okay.
Do you mean describe like who he is? Like the
yeah, we need to
the
know
villain.
what else.
Hey,
Does he have a last name?
see.
Is he so he was in the war, correct?
Yes.
And you fought
He
him.
could be a general.
Okay, so we'll call him General Orlando. General Orlando something.
Something. I don't think of the last.
Orlando.
Orlando Mills.
Opala.
Apollo, yes.
Orlando Apolla.
Apollo.
Apolla. What? So actually, I'm curious. We need to eventually go into reasons why.
He hates all elves. He wants to. He thinks they're too powerful, and he wants to strip them of their magic and use it just for the humans only. He thinks that humans are the superior race and not anybody else.
Okay, elven magic is inherently dangerous in his eyes. Elves are inherently dangerous.
Yeah.
Should be stripped. Okay, there. So we have a significant character. Congratulations, friends. We have a antagonist for the campaign. One of many. All right.
One of many.
So he is going to be sort of the forefront of all of this bad attitude in the human kingdoms towards elves and their magic. Because guess what? Your songs, any of your songs, Gibbs, can send a human reeling and drooling. Yeah. Elves can be scary. So, oh my god. I just realized you could wade into a battle as a sword singer, and you could just be singing, and they all fail their steel checks, and you just carve through them. Just swaths of them are just standing there dumbfounded as you just cut through them. Holy shit, you are scary. Awesome. Okay.
Oh my gosh. I love this character.
I am a big fan. Here's the thing. Do you have your Roll20 up?
I do.
Okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to download your character sheet from Chard.
Oh, I need to add Orlando.
And then what I need you to do after that is make sure it's in a safe place where you won't lose it.
Okay.
You will need to transfer all of your stats and attributes and your skills to your character sheet. I'm okay if you want, you can send me your character sheet and I can do it for you, or if you find time, you can do that. But right now, we have to do something very important. We have to figure out your character's beliefs and your instincts. Now, do you remember beliefs and instincts from Mouse Guard?
Kind of.
So they are the defining features of your character. In Mouse Guard, you had a belief that was sort of a code or a moral or a theme surrounding your character that really drove every action that they took. Instincts were the same thing, except the instinct was a finely acute thing that your character possesses and does without any provocation, except for the instinctual need to do it. So really, what you have to do now is come up with what is important to this character. You have 3 beliefs and 3 instincts. Your beliefs, generally, the way you do beliefs in Burning Wheel is you state something about the character and what they believe, and then you state what you are going to do about it. So that's really how you write a belief, and you need 3 of those. We already know who this character is in a sense, but we need to know what matters to them and what they're willing to do.
Okay.
So because here's the thing, we need a reason for your character to leave the Elflands. You are a leader in the Elflands. Why have you left?
Thing.
Are you leaving openly as a princess, or are you leaving under a assumed guise?
You cut out.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Are you leaving, as a princess? Like everybody knows it's the princess because you're still wearing like your robes and stuff, or are you trying to keep a secret identity?
Keep a secret identity.
Okay.
She's going to search to see if she can find more elves, to see to kind of like help them.
Okay, so you need to write a belief about why you have left your elf home to go to the human lands, the cursed human kingdoms, and what you hope to achieve there. So it has to be one statement about it, and then you need to have another that sort of describes what you're going to do.
So she believes...
And what you hope to achieve.
And so she believes that there should be no elf alone through this.
Okay.
Because they're so... Because of what has happened through the war and the years. She believes that the elves should stick together.
Nicely. So, how about we make the belief something like, no elf should go through our surrender alone. Or our loss alone. And then you go... And then you put another sentence there saying, I will venture to the human lands and seek out any stray elves and help, and you'll seek them out.
Mm-hmm.
What do you plan to do with them once you reach these elves?
Talk to them. See how they're dealing with it and try and persuade them to come back to the elf land.
Okay.
Elf kingdom.
So maybe we can refine it. Let's make it something like all elves have a home. I will show them the way back. I will show them the way back to the shore, the elven shores. Something like that. Because these are sort of like you can write these however you want. But I really like that idea of your job in the human lands is to get all the elves back home, because home needs them. And the elves need a home. Especially in the wake of this disaster, because it takes hundreds of years for a young elf to become an adult. And you don't have many old elves in Elfland right now. Like, you're probably one of the oldest, honestly.
My character's 265? 263.
263, good.
Damn, she's old. And she still looks good.
I mean, those wrinkles aren't showing. Not when you have the Song of Burning Rage!
I should have gotten that. I should have gotten Song of Burning Rage.
Oh my goodness. Lovely. Yeah, that's, you can write it there, and what's your second belief? We already know what you're going to do with the elves in the human kingdoms. Is there any other belief towards another race? Because we do know that you spent time with dwarves, and we do know there are Rodin in these human lands. Do you have, or is this more about humans? You know what you're going to do when you find elves. What are you going to do when you find a human?
It's not going to be pretty.
Oh.
She has so much hate built up against humans.
Oh, no.
Because of... I wouldn't say she wouldn't... I guess, depending on the human she comes in contact with, because if it's a child, she's not going to do much. Mm-hmm. Because she knows that a child couldn't do what the adults did. And same way with... I guess she's more fearful. She's kind of fearful and angry towards the adults more.
So, you focused on children. Do you think that she has a specific belief about human children that
She
makes them exempt? Are they exempt?
yes.
Okay.
I guess she believes that human children. She believes that everybody makes a choice, and human children's choices can affect the outcome of the future.
Okay.
So I guess she doesn't trust humans.
Okay.
She will never trust humans, but children, she will never like. Not respect. She
Cherishes? No.
no isn't as like fearful. She can't think of the word.
Neither can I. It's on the tip of my tongue, though.
No, I'm like I had it and then it's just like gone. I'm like ugh.
Well, yeah, she does see hope in human children, but
Yeah.
we have to turn that into, like, action. Like, the only way humans can redeem themselves is through their children in your eyes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have to find some way to give that action.
She believes that the children can kind of reunite human and elves.
Okay. When they
Can
grow
somehow.
up. When they grow
Yeah,
up.
their choices affect can if they she believes that these children can their choices can help reunite the elves and humans.
Okay. So, in that case, let's go ahead and let's put some work into that. Do you think you would do that through talking to these children, or do you feel as though there needs to be a harder action taken to ensure that these children do understand where the elves are coming from?
Talking and explaining the war to them.
Okay.
Taking that action.
Okay. So let's make the belief children are the only thing that will redeem the human scum.
Yes.
Yeah. I can ensure this by teaching them the truth. That sounds like a good way to sum this up. Because your character probably has one of the more peaceful solutions. I think everybody else in the Elflands is kind of fed up with humans altogether. Excellent. So yeah, type that however you want to word it in your second belief when you can. And then we can sort of move on to the third belief.
Third belief.
We have something about elves. We have something about humans. Is there something personal about Seraphina that she believes? We could also do something like a moral code or something like that. Let me actually see.
Yeah.
See what they advise for beliefs. It could be a little goal. It could be something about the situation. It could be something about the tavern, the hotel. Because you're coming here for a reason. Why you're coming to the hotel? We have to establish that.
I could say she saw Yami's character go in,
Uh-huh.
and she wants to talk to Yami's character. Let me think of something else.
Yeah, because this can be
She's wanting
about
food and refreshment.
food and
She is traveling.
Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, I know. What if
She's traveling.
what if your belief is always I am a I will always have an etharx not dinner, but like an etharx the comfort that etharx should possess. Like I am the fucking leader of the elves. Wherever I go, I'm going to be in fucking style, yo.
I am a princess and I deserve the royal treatment.
Yes.
It goes against, like...
I deserve the royal treatment. I love that. That is amazing. Okay. That's great. So, first part of that belief, I deserve the royal treatment.
I'm going to put that...
I love it. And from there, we'll say this the hotel is now is the hotel important to you because it's diverse or because it is so far away from the human kingdoms, but it still has good quality from what you've heard?
I'm going to say a little bit of both. Diverse and
what if
it is like away and...
Oh my god, what if you put them through their paces to satisfy you? What if I'm going to challenge the tavern with no name to meet this standard?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yes. I love it so much. Okay. Alright.
I deserve the royal treatment. I'm going to test every place I'm at.
This is good. And then, after you write that in, we can start... Navigator, what? It's fine. You have a new customer. Oh my god, I'm looking forward to this so much. Oh, tomorrow's gonna be great.
I'm so ready.
Let's get some instincts. So, what are a few things that Seraphina does without even thinking about it? Like, just, it happens. Do you always carry crowns from the human kingdom? Do you always sing to children and force them to go into a state of wonderment?
Yes, I'm going to sing to children. I'm going to sing lullabies to children.
Always sing to children. Good. That's a wonderful instinct.
Would Abby's character, would her son be considered a child or a teenager?
He's 12. He's definitely, by troll standards, he's practically an adult, I'm sure. Because, well, it depends on which trolls, I suppose. But if he's 12 years old, that's a baby to you. 12 is a baby.
It's a baby.
You can do always and never statements. Like, I always draw my knife when I'm threatened. Or I always taste the food. I don't know. There's a lot of different ones. Always have enough ingredients for noodle soup.
Hey, I'm wearing my ramen hoodie, so...
I mean, hey, I'm not judging. You gotta season that shit. You gotta make sure it's nice and soft and...
So
yeah, you could sort of like make these like specific responses. Like, do you always see to the wounded whenever you hear there's someone injured?
Yeah.
Okay,
she's a nurse.
Okay, so never hesitate when there's a wound to be healed. Because you saw what happened when you aren't able to... That's what your wound was. You weren't able to see to that wound appropriately because you kept on running. You kept on, like, having to get away. And it took infection, and it was really bad, and you saw what happened when shit gets bad with a wound or an illness. Is it specifically wounds?
It's any wound.
Okay, let's say any wound. That's good.
Um,
Abby, why wouldn't you want Malik to learn about the majesty of the elves? Why?
you don't want to. You don't want Seraphine singing to your son.
It'll be beautiful. You should listen too. Oh. Okay, so we have two really good instincts. Those are really good. What's your third instinct? We have one about children, which is wonderful. We have one about healing the wounded. What's the third one that you think would be really fun to roleplay? Kill all humans. Oh no. No.
Threaten every human in sight.
Damn! That's up to you, yo. That's up to you.
No, I can't say threaten all humans. Children don't count. Threaten the human army. If a human soldier, if seen.
Wait, immediately threaten any human you see?
No, human soldier.
Oh, so you mean give them the stink eye? The elven stink eye is a steel 7 obstacle. Ugh.
Is it really?
No, it's not. No, it doesn't exist.
I wish. I wish.
You.
Damn.
I wonder how can we word this? You really are against like the human army.
Yes.
Does this also include their like judges and some of the like magical people? Or is it just the army? Like if you saw a mage, would you go up to him and say, "Better watch yourself, motherfucker"?
I'm actually
Because
no,
because
I think
all mages have elven wood wands or staffs.
Yes.
So
yes, then it's mages and army, not the. Was the judges like the ones responsible? Like they have some sort of responsibility about the war.
I would say judges not so much because they sort of took. They might have covered for the humans in terms of human law, but here's what I think happened. In the war, there was the army, who were all metal people. They were very worldly weapons, which were very advanced against the elves, but they used the circle of magic to close in on you and do the real damage. So I think what you know is that magic in the hands of humans is always deadly, and it is always bad, because they can do things with it that you cannot fathom. Like, their magic and your magic are completely different.
Okay, so she threatens all humans who have magic. Any human she comes in contact with that has magic, she threatens them.
Okay. What is that threat?
Actually, I'm just gonna strip, just like, I was gonna do like attack them instead because I can't think of a threat. But no, I don't want to attack them. That's not very.
You're like, hello, child. Kill the mother!
No, kill the mother. I can't think of a threat though. Magic in your hands is wrong and should be taken away. Your time will come.
Oh shit. What if...
Your time
That's
is
more like a
near.
belief, though. We're looking for
Yeah.
an instinct, sadly. Is there a song that you can sing?
Let me take a look.
I wonder if there's a song that you can sing that, like, can, like,
Cliche.
set the stage, yeah. Ballad of Rage? No, let's
I
not
could
do
change
that.
it to Ballad of Rage.
Extra successes. Let me see. Alarm.
The Song of Sword. Song of the Sword.
Song of the Sword, but that's like you're imbuing your weapon with elven magic.
Yeah, that's right. I don't have anything else. I have sword.
That's to kill them.
I don't have any like song. I could take a song out and just replace it with Ballad of Rage.
Yeah, but Ballad of Rage is for like fork dice.
No, that's not what I went.
Let me see. Let me look through the songs.
Spell songs. Okay.
Offering. Oh. Let's see.
Doomslayer.
Doomslayer. Doomsayer. Oh my god! If a doom is successfully uttered, the Ethark may change one of the target character's belief to reflect that destiny that they declare. However, the Ethark must change one of their beliefs to the very same doom. Playing the belief earns Artha as normal, and doom involving exile, punishment, a vow of vengeance, or an oath of enmity earns a deeds point for the doomed character. If the doom involves the character's death, the Artha is transferred to another character. Oh my god. So basically, you would roll Doomsayer skill against their will. And if you succeed, their belief is changed, and so is one of yours.
Can I change
wait. Say what?
Can I change it to like something that's kind of similar to mine, but like changed slightly?
Yes.
Not the word, but like changed it slightly, so that way my belief is still kind of similar, but there's change.
Oh my god, yeah.
I found a loophole.
You found a loophole. It says just a doom. It doesn't say what kind of doom it has to be. Yeah, that's it. Your instinct is always speak doom upon humans.
Okay, let me change let's see, what can I...
Oh my god.
What should I get rid of?
Song of Songs?
No, get rid of songs. But that extra helping dice. I can't get rid of Song of Songs anyway.
That's a good fork. That's a good fork.
Yeah. I can get rid of Intimidation, Infection-wise, Home Song.
What was that first one, Intimidation-wise?
It just said Intimidation.
Oh.
I can get rid of that and replace it with Doomsayer.
They're kind of the same.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Rid of Intimidation and get Doomsayer.
Okay. I am for this. I'm for this.
I am too.
Alright, and hot damn, I think that's it. You get 1 fate point and 1 persona point, because I'm kind. And then you just have to update your stats and your skills, and get your combat ready with a sword and armor, but beyond that, you're done, darling.
What did we say the third instinct was?
Always speak doom upon humans.
I'm gonna do adult humans.
Okay, that's good.
Or no, it was human mages.
That's right. We did specify that. Yeah, human mages. They stand no chance. I cannot wait. Are you excited?
I'm super excited.
Oh my god. This is gonna be great. Alright, so we have your character all done. Princess Seraphina of the Elven...
should I put Princess? Should I put Princess in front of Seraphine on my name?
Yes.
Princess Seraphine.
Do it. Please do it. This is great. Alright, so Princess Seraphine of the...
Oh, you misspelled Seraphine.
I thought... Oh, yeah, I did. I put an A instead. I'm sorry.
Princess Seraphine.
Okay. 263, right?
Yep, 263.
5 life paths. Princess Seraphine of the Elven Shore beyond the soundless forest. Hot damn.
Excited.
All right.
Excited? It's exciting.
Gibbs, this is going to be wonderful. Thank you for coming to play tomorrow.
You're welcome.
I don't know. Do you want to show up every now and then as a guest character?
I can't. I will try my best. Because if I do get this job, I don't know what my schedule will be. It will be a set schedule.
Oh,
but
yes.
I don't know if I'll be working Sundays or not.
That's fine. I think this is this character is very powerful. So I would be a little terrified if you were here every Sunday. So oh man,
I'm ready to see the expression of their face when they find out my character. Because Abby knows it.
Abby knows it, but
Yanni,
nope.
Or Indigo, neither of them know it.
This is going to be a lovely, lovely. Jesus Christ.
I'm excited.
Oh my god. Okay, that's where we're gonna leave it because I am so satisfied. I felt like burning another character, but I was so impressed about this little tidbit that I kind of want to keep them a secret for tomorrow. I think that's where we're going to leave it because, gosh darn, we did amazingly today. Good job, Gibbs. You jumped right into the system, not knowing anything about it, and you made one of the coolest characters I've seen for it. So let's go ahead and give this a little, a good, well done, yo. And I don't know, is there anything else you want to say or do before we cut the stream?
Nope, just gonna finish working on this.
Oh, lovely.
I'm excited.
Yeah, and remember, guys, we're going to be playing around 2 p.m. Eastern Time? Yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the forefront. And we hope to see you there. But beyond that, tonight I got more Writhing Moon. Late tonight. We'll also be doing more stuff in the future. We'll see. But I hope all of you have a splendid day, and gosh darn, I love you. Thank you. We'll be seeing more of my wonderful bows in the future. So, bye guys. You guys take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye! God, that was close. We almost ended the